What is going on, YouTube? This is Gavin 21202, aka Gavin Orlandi, here bringing you guys all the latest WWE news, rumors, headlines, and updates in the form of everything WWE, AEW, professional wrestling. Everything is brought to you here on this channel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today is a 3-topic full WWE news video, and also, with that being said, I did not get a video out yesterday, but with that being said, you guys already know, I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday, for sure, every Tuesday and Thursday, every week in, week out. I'm here making the long videos for you guys, so, it's not like I'm screwing you guys out of these videos. These are the videos that matter. These are the videos, the main event topics of the week. So, I mean, we're not missing too much, but I do want to inform you guys that I don't know what will be out on Thursday. Thursday, I'm going out to Cedar Point, so I don't know if you guys know what that is. Maybe I'll do something different. Maybe I'll catch some footage out there at Cedar Point and, you know, film there, upload it for you guys. I also said that when I was in Virginia Beach, I didn't get too much done down there filming wise. I was kind of just like, you know, enjoying my time down there. But I'm gonna try to do what I can. I'm always trying my best. And with that being said, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. I hope you guys are having yourself a fantastic day so far. I hope to make it even better with this news. And without any further ado, here we go. We're getting into it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Wow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where you guys are at, but Ohio, it's very shitty outside. It's pretty much always raining, is from what I know. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to bring you all the news. And with that being said, we're going to start it off in regards to Jerry Lawler, because Jerry Lawler is selling a Tennessee trooper, a Tennessee sheriff, $3 million. That is right, 3,000,000. $3 million fucking dollars in damages for the death of his son, Brian Christopher, and is he wrong? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know the situation already, this is how it went. Brian Christopher hanged himself. I believe the reason that he was in jail to begin with was because of a DUI. Jerry Lawler obviously did not want to bail him out this time, saying that he's already done it a notorious amount of times. So there's no point in doing it. He's not going to learn anything if he bails him out. But with that being said, a sheriff had walked past Brian Christopher's cell and noticed a towel over his head while he was sitting in the corner. And with that being said, he was taking the garbage out, and instead of to check on Brian, he continued on his day to take out the garbage. And with that being said, he came back from taking out the trash and realized that Mr. Christopher was still in the same place, in the same corner, with the same towel over his head in the same position. And with that being said, when he asked another guard to help him check on Brian, that's when they noticed that he had hanged himself, and several rescue attempts were made. But with that being said, Jerry Lawler then went on to say that this prison was so ill, just not ready for a suicide attempt, that the only thing that had to get Mr. Christopher free was a pair of children's scissors. Now, this is just absolutely mind-boggling to me. You know, obviously, shit happens like this. People go, people pass, things happen, but this was just a lack of caring, a lack of anything. First of all, why did Mr. Christopher have a towel in his bed or a towel in his cell in the first place? That's my question. That's what I want to know. Usually they don't give you that. Usually even when you're in jail, they'll take off your shoelaces or whatever, and you won't be able to have your shoelaces to prevent stuff like that from happening. But obviously this was ill-provised, and they did not know, I guess, that they were not thinking enough. And Jerry Lawler, I feel like he has every right to do what he's doing right now. Obviously, he's suing for, obviously, his son. Obviously, this war is for his son. And with that being said, I hope Jerry Lawler walks out at the end $3 million richer, because this is absolutely ridiculous. And I hope something like this never happens again. So, once again, rest in peace, Brian Christopher. And my thoughts and prayers go out to Jerry Lawler. So, we're going to hop into the next topic of today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, the second topic of today's WWE news video is very good news for those of you that aren't a very big fan of... Or wait a minute. Whoa. We'll save that for the third and final topic of today's video. The second topic we're going to talk about today is Paul Heyman and how much influence Mr. Heyman had on this week's episode on Monday Night Raw. Because for those of you that don't know, Paul Heyman has a very big eye, and he has his eye set on Ricochet. He's been a very big fan of Ricochet's work and has always said that he wanted to push Ricochet to the moon. And with that being said, it's being said that Paul Heyman was the one that came up with the idea for Ricochet to defeat all members of the Gauntlet match on Raw last night to earn a United States Championship match against AJ Styles. Now, with that being said, absolutely amazing Raw. Absolutely amazing feedback. And with that being said, I love what they're doing with the OC. Obviously, they put over the OC in a big way. I don't know. There's no word on if Paul Heyman had any effect as to whether or not Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson winning the titles had anything to do with Paul Heyman. I don't believe so. I believe that the only thing Heyman had to do with this week's Raw is possibly the Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins segment, where Brock Lesnar absolutely obliterated and brutalized the shit out of Seth Rollins, F5ing him on the... I don't even know how you would take that bump in the first place. Those were absolutely crazy bumps. But with that being said, obviously, yes, Paul Heyman has big plans in store for King Ricochet, and it's obviously started on Raw. Obviously, we've seen Ricochet. It was said that Paul Heyman had also came up with the idea on the Raw reunion for the AJ Styles, when AJ Styles and the OC were all going up against, Seth Rollins and all these WWE legends, that Ricochet being in that position Seth was supposed to be in was actually, Paul Heyman actually wrote that entire angle for Ricochet in the first place, Ricochet's been doing absolutely amazing, absolutely fucking phenomenal since he's been on the main roster. A lot of these guys that have came up on the main roster, such as an EC3, who should have been a Universal or WWE champion already, is just floating around chasing after the 24/7 title every week or so, and it's just bullshit. It's something that a guy should be up in the main event. He should be fighting for the top title, and it's not. But it absolutely sucks, and I like what WWE is doing because Paul Heyman actually has some control, so, he can pick things up a little bit, and that's obviously what we're seeing him do with Ricochet. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head on to the third and final topic of today's video. Throw down in your comment section what you guys think about Ricochet and what Paul Heyman's doing with him. So, here we go. All right, next topic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gavin 21202, a.k.a. Gavin Styles, is here to bring you the third and final main event topic of today's video. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you guys breaking news in regards to the wild card rule. Now, for those of you that aren't fans of this stupid-ass wild card rule, I'm not a fan of it either, obviously, as you can tell. WWE is quietly wrapping up the wild card rule. Now, obviously, with that being said, there's no big announcement to be made or anything, but it's just being said a lot of the superstars backstage aren't a very big fan of the wild card rule and preferred to stick to their respective brand of either Raw or SmackDown. And with that being said, it seems like that's what the WWE superstars are going to get. Now, with that being said, WWE pulling this wild card rule into effect, obviously, it's been blown way out of proportion. We see all these Raw superstars on SmackDown every week, and we see them on Raw. We see all these Raw guys on SmackDown every week. It's not a wild card rule. Roman Reigns is on SmackDown. We shouldn't be seeing him on Raw. Dolph Ziggler is on SmackDown. We shouldn't be seeing him on Raw. Mr. Seth Rollins is on Raw. We should not be seeing him on SmackDown. That's not how this works. It's a brand split, and it's being said that if WWE possibly gets rid of this wild card rule, that's when it's going to be time to reset with Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff and do a quote-unquote brand split. And with that being said, it could very well be possible that each Eric Bischoff and Heyman have a legit draft and draft who they really want on their show. Now, obviously, with that being in the eyes of Vince McMahon, that would be something really cool if both of those guys actually got to sit down, have the whole roster in front of them, and actually decide what they actually want for their roster. One pick for Bischoff, one pick for Heyman. They keep going back and forth until there's no more superstars left on the roster to pick. It would be absolutely amazing to see, and it's a very big rumor. It's heavily rumored, and if a draft does go into effect, me personally, I would probably guess sometime maybe around October it could happen. That's just me. That there's no insight of that from anybody else. That's just what I'm guessing. That's just a bold prediction from me, that if a draft does happen, I would see it going into effect sometime around mid-October. Obviously, WWE has a lot to change, a lot to get rid of, and a lot to bring in before they go and do another brand split. But the last time they did a brand split, it was very successful, I feel like. And that's when SmackDown Live was born, and then that's when SmackDown Live became what it is today, and that's when SmackDown Live became better than Raw. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I'm so happy I got to make a video for you guys today, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. I really enjoy coming on here, talking to you guys about wrestling. It's just absolutely amazing, and very, very soon, once AEW goes live on TNT, we're going to be having one weekly WWE news video, and then we're going to have a weekly AEW news video with 3 AEW topics. So, this will also be a WWE/AEW news channel from now on, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being said, that could be very big news for Gavin 21202 if the AEW and WWE battle goes into effect. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, you guys already know how it all goes. In order for me to bring you all the latest WWE news, rumors, headlines, and updates, I need you guys to do me a couple things. The first thing is like this video, favorite this video, share this on every social media platform that is humanly possible, and do me one final thing, and definitely subscribe. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Gavin 21202 out.